Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Kristina. There are some subscribers here, maybe, I don't even know. I didn't check before filming here, but essentially I used to do fashion videos, which is a touch embarrassing for me, not for others who do it, but for me, because it's really not me. Anyways, I've deleted all of those, and now we are going to start with deck reviews, because I am so passionate about tarot and oracle, and I just feel like I have an extra voice to share in this space. I know there's a lot of really great tarot tubers that are already in this space, but I wanted to add my voice here. So this is the Ominous Oracle made by Modern Magic Press. And I just got this for Christmas, actually. It was held in Canada Post Hell for a bit because of the strike. And then it has now arrived, of course. So this is brought to us by Lida, Pavlova, and Khvost. I'm so sorry. I'm not saying that right. There's no way. And Modern Magic Press. So what's interesting about this deck is it is artist made through digital media, photography, as well as AI. So I know AI is super controversial, especially in the artist space, but the creator of this deck is an artist themselves, and they just used AI to enhance, add a filter, or perhaps do things that they couldn't do with regular pen, paper, or just, you know, a camera. I've already looked at the deck, I won't lie. This isn't like a first impressions. I looked at it a bunch today. I could not resist, and I didn't know I was going to be taking this project on tonight, but here we are. So this is the Ominous Oracle that I'm going to struggle opening. It is a very tight fit here. Holy moly. Okay. So what I love about it, first of all, is the inside of the box says, boo. This is the guidebook. So the Ominous Oracle guidebook, it's just a little white book written by Lida, Pavlova, and the spirits. And there's a lot of sort of cleverness in this book. So you open it up, it's a certificate of authenticity. Your deck is an original product if you've purchased it from Modern Magic Press or one of its authorized retailers. Check the list to be sure your deck is authentic. Beware of fake copies. Sorry. Beware of fake copies. They are scary and terrible, but in a bad way. Amazing, right? So this deck is, or the book is full of stuff like that, which I really love. Like right here, it says this feeble paper guidebook cannot fully encompass the majestic splendor of the oracle's world. For colorful illustrations, extended artwork, additional spreads, and bonus materials, you are highly recommended to unlock the electronic version of the guide. It's free. So that's cool. I think it's really cool how this book is written. Also, the back of the box here says, you've obtained a rare artifact. Ominous Oracle is a collection of eerie scenes with their own cryptic lore, celebrating the spooky season and all things mystical. In this deck's world, paranormal experiences and symbolism help us keep up with our normal lives. Readings with Ominous Oracle explore the realm of the supernatural along with our deep feelings, often hidden in the shadow. Created using AI, digital graphics, and analog photography. modernmagic.store. So, the edging on here is out of control. It is so nice. It's this incredible like purple pink hollow. I love it. I know this stuff can sometimes chip off with use, but I haven't really experienced that with any of my decks yet. On the back here, we've got some sort of a foggy scene. Also, for the record, I know we're no longer in spooky season, but for me, you know, Halloween is forever, always, anytime, doesn't matter. So some would argue that this is not reversible, and there are no reverse meanings in the guidebook, but you know, you can just say reverse meanings are the opposite of whatever the guidebook says. And I personally, when I am shuffling and drawing a card, I do it with my eyes closed. So the backing does not deter me from reading reversals if I did choose to read reversals, which I don't. But for those of you who might read with reversals, if you close your eyes, who cares if it's an image that can't be flipped? So we will start with card number 1 here. Now, I'm so new to filming this style. Like when I did do the fashion videos, I used to take multiple videos, stitch them together. I'm trying to do like a zero editing, zero cutting thing. Oh, here we go. Look at that. I can zoom while filming. Sorry, I'm old. I'm not this technology. I'm not that old. Anyways, but this technology is not something I am used to using this. I don't use it for this particular function, if you know what I'm trying to say. All right, so here we go. Card number 1, your kindly reminder. I love it right away. So some of these pictures are obviously like very drawn. Some of them are going to be more realistic looking, so it's a little bit mixed. So this is the self, and I just love it because it's all sort of blurry, but then there's like these eyes that are not quite so blurry, but it's so cool. Dare to enter. So I love this because I think these pumpkins are outside looking in, because if you look at these things here, these don't look like in the house items, I guess. I don't know, but maybe, because this also looks like sort of like a leafy windowsill. So maybe they are looking outside, but it kind of also looks like they might be looking inside. So I think it's up to you how you want to interpret this. Several snakes. So when I look at this, this is really more where I see the AI. Not in a bad way. It just looks sort of AI-ish, but I love it. I love it. I love snakes. I love scary snakes. And these are wonderful. So sinister. Several snakes. The owl seeing. I love this. This card is uncomfortable. Look at that. With all the eyes in the chest. I love it. Bad sign. Super cool. Chaotic council. So I don't know if this deck warrants a trigger warning. I don't think so. But some of these images are a little bit creepy, and I know some people are really scared of rodents. I'm not. I love it. The mean mirror. So this is great because mirrors can be mean. Absolutely, when you look in them. Bloody terrible. So my cat is trying to dig into my dresser. Stop it. So bloody terrible. I love this. It's obviously a vampire. Love it. The mad one. So this is so spooky. A lot of these cards are so spooky, and they make me sort of uncomfortable. Like, this is not a pretty image. It's not a pretty ghost, but it's cool. This one too, oh my gosh, ghastly presence. Look at that. It's so weird. It's so weird. I love it. The doll who cursed them all. I love this card. This she looks like a Barbie to me anyway. You can sort of see. Oh my god, I'm so shaky. I'm not usually like that. I love it. And she's a witch, which, you know, adds an extra thing for me. I love it. The phenomenon. Got a little ghost. Okay, this card makes me so happy, and let me tell you why. So my whole life, I've been a huge fan, like my whole life, a huge fan of Muppet Treasure Island. It's like the most underrated of the Muppet movies, and I'm not even a Muppet fan, but for some reason, Muppet Treasure Island, okay, well, not for some reason, I know the reason, I'm not going to get into it now, but Muppet Treasure Island is the best. And so this is, to me, the second I saw it, this is Kermit the Frog as Captain Smollett, and it makes me so happy. It's wonderful. The nostalgia, I'm very happy. I love it. Can't get enough. This one too is fantastic. The Dark Cartographer. Look at that. Look. It's so dark, but the closer you look, you can see all the details, all the like torn, sort of like wet, like mildewy clothes. He's got rings on. The glowing in the eyes. I love it. I don't know if I'm shaking my camera. If I am, I'm so sorry. Paranormal Pathway. Super cool. Unrested Ancestor. Also super cool. I thought that maybe it's a hand holding a curtain, but it's not. They're columns, but still, super cool card. Also, I don't know much about cardstock at all. Like, I don't know with the GSM and all of that, but it is a very shiny cardstock. Bendable for sure, shiny. But I mean, I guess it's a little fingerprinty, but it's not too bad at all. Wallpaper Portal. This is so cool. It's so cool. And it really does look like this should be a sticker, but it's not. This is wicked. This is the card that I first saw on Instagram and I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. It looks like it should be glittery. It's not, but it's just beautiful. And it doesn't look anything like the Castle and Rocky Horror Picture Show, but that's immediately what I think of. Immediately. The Touch of Time. Moonlit Moors. I love this. There's lots of like ghosts in this deck. This I love. I lost it a little bit when I saw this card. I love it so much. The Grey Witch. She's pointing. I don't know if you can. Yeah, she's pointing there. There's a cat. There's like a light in the window. It's great. Soup of the Night. My daughter saw this and said, oh, it's tomato soup. Too Sweet. This reminds me of Trick or Treat, that horror movie. The Wicked Counselor. So I don't quite know what to make of this card. I don't know if we're looking at like a TV screen. Like obviously it's a mouth, but is it like a monster looking in the window at us? Which, by the way, is one of my biggest fears. Somebody just being outside the window. This, love it. Mermaids are a big deal to me. So when I saw a mermaid in this, anytime there's a mermaid in the deck, I'm so happy. It was a total surprise because you can't find walkthroughs for this deck, not really. So I asked for it for Christmas based on just like 2 or 3 images, and I'm so happy. Deader Than Most. This is really badass. So this actually reminds me of World of Warcraft, the Lich King, with all that sort of bluey, icy, if you know, you know. Reap and Keep. Love it. It's very Mabon, very Thanksgiving, very Halloween. Love it so much. The Gloomy Guardian. Oh my God, it's so cool. Reborn Twice. Fantastic. The Hero. My cats are making a lot of noise. I hope you can't hear it. So yeah, that's pretty. So this one is probably got some AI in there because it's not quite a face, but that does sort of add to it, doesn't it? The High Stakes Riddle. Crows are crafty. Grave Mistake. Amazing. Blessed Oblivion. I was going to say blessed. I don't know, but it's definitely blessed. Blessed Oblivion. Love it. Actually, this sort of looks like, I think this is underwater, maybe. That looks like coral, but maybe it's not. Maybe those are just like old roses. It's really hard to tell. But that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. It's I like that it's hard to tell because it's up to you, right? Lost Soul. I love this because I think this lost soul is a little bit sinister because they're almost like, you know, gripping their hands, like almost about to make a fist almost. At least that's sort of what it feels like to me. This feels very tense. Clue from the Past. It's cool. Like this is a memory of some sort because it's not solid here. You can see that it's sort of turning into smoke. It feels like a memory or a dream. Medicine for Melancholy. This is some sort of library, apothecary study, a witch's study. I don't know, but I love it. Haunted but Healed. Oh yeah, this is the cover of the box. By the way, I'm all over the place. The lining is super cool. I love this. The inside of the box. Stardusty Secrets. Right away, I mean, this is a book with an eye on it, but right away, I think Evil Dead. So these two cards are a little bit similar with this eyeball. Oh my God, I get it. Okay, so Ugly Duckling, but look, oh my gosh, this is the closed book. And now the book is open, releasing the monster, this ugly duckling, and it's now out of the book. I didn't catch that when I was looking at this earlier, but that's totally what's happening here. Closed book, still sealed away, open book, escaped. I love that. The Labyrinth. So they're in a grocery store. It's super cool. So to a living person, you know, a grocery store wouldn't necessarily feel like a labyrinth, but if you're a ghost and you're sort of confused as to where you are and what's going on, maybe it would feel like a labyrinth. And if you look, the ceiling up here is kind of breaking down and there's a mess here. So this is really, I don't know, post-apocalyptic maybe? It's great. Dream Space Staircase. Cool. The Ghost of a Loved One. So maybe this deck could be used for ancestor reading. There was an ancestor card. So yeah, I don't know. You could use it for shadow work. It does feel like a very shadow worky death. Oh my gosh. It does feel like a very shadow worky deck. But you can of course just use it for anything. And the last one is The Way Out, which is so neat, right? Is this the light at the end of the tunnel? You know, anyway, up to interpretation. So what we'll do from here is first, let me try to zoom out. Oh yeah, whoa, too much. So yeah, there we go. That is the Ominous Oracle. So I'm going to try to shuffle it. I haven't shuffled it yet. Fantastic. So what I want to do is pull a card, read from the guidebook, and then I did already set up some sort of deck pairings that might go well with this deck. I haven't tested any of these yet at all. I'm testing them now here for the first time. So I don't know if the decks I have picked are suitable. So now that I've shuffled it a bit, I don't know if you can see that, but the sort of flash is a little bit more uneven than when they were in order. So that's super cool. I do like that. Tiny detail, but it's fun. All right, so let's pick a card. Ooh, cute. So we've got our Chaotic Council number 7. Let me just find that here. Okay. Let the chaos ensue, or probably don't. Depends on the situation. A healthy bit of chaos and diversity won't hurt, but if chaos runs your life and leaves no logic behind your decisions, it's time to fight it. Call the cacophony of inner and outer voices to order, and you'll feel the relief. And there's also keywords here. Chaos, being torn between plans, ideas, projects, or people. Unrest that needs to be resolved. So I love it. I think it's, you know, short and sweet. Oh my gosh. Short and sweet, but just nice and like to the point. So the first deck we are going to try this with is the Corrupted Tarot by Wormwood. So these guys make tabletop tables for tabletop gaming, I guess. D&D board games, the like. And they made a tarot deck. I forget why. There's a whole story behind it. They don't usually make tarot decks, but they just wanted to. And so what they've done here is they've made this incredible deck that essentially is the reverse meanings of all the cards. So it's kind of cool because I don't have any other deck that intentionally has the reversal meanings as each card at all. And I don't read reversals. So with this deck, I have to, which is neat because when I'm playing with these decks or using them, I want to see the art. I don't want the art upside down. I don't like it. Plus I feel like the tarot deck is perfectly balanced as is. So I don't think you need to introduce the element of reversals. But I'm just noticing here that Wormwood, their logo is right here on this 4 of Pentacles. So let's check it out. And you'll notice that this is a deck where every card is drawn by somebody different. And I usually don't like that either. I'm picky. I usually don't like that either, but it works super well here. And I know we're not here to talk about the Corrupted Tarot, but I do love this. This is very classic Grim Reaper with the purple and the green. I just love it. So 7 of Wands here, 4 of Pentacles with low tide. So let's just see. Do they work? I don't know. 10 of Cups, 3 of Swords, Mean Mirror. I mean, I think it does, just because, you know, the art doesn't really match here anyway, because it's all different artists. Oh my God, I love this, the 5 of Swords. Look how wicked that is. Oh my God, this is so wicked. It's these cards, these 2 especially, look like they're lit from within. We've got the blue, red here. Love that. Judgment. The Fool. Bad Sign. Interesting. So it's almost like with this, these are your 2 choices for directions to take. So that's fun. That's actually really fun. I love that. Good pairing. Good job, Kristina. Good job. Does anybody else talk to themselves? Am I really gonna put this on the internet? I don't know. All right. What we have here is a good pairing. See, look, this is really obvious that it's 2 different artists. But I love it. I think it works. I think they read super well. I do want to do a video on the Corrupted Tarot because look how sick it is. All right, so let's try somebody else. So after the Corrupted Tarot, the next direction I want to take is Claire Goodchild's Antique Anatomy. I don't know how well this is going to go because, you know, even though this deck is full of skeletons, I'm sure everybody's very familiar with it. And this sort of parchmenty background is very neutral, so it could essentially go with anything. This deck feels very like colorful, not dark at all, very hopeful. I don't know. I'm not sure they're going to go, except for maybe the skeletons. And like, I think, because I use this for ancestor work mostly, and this deck I think would work really well for ancestor work as well. So they sort of fit the theme together anyways, even if the art doesn't really match. But this deck does feel neutral. So I feel like they do go. I don't know. The Ghost of a Loved One, 4 of Swords, well, 9 of Swords, 4 of Swords. That's cool. I like that. I don't know. It's nothing stellar matching these 2 together. So let's move on right now. So next up, I have the Pythonic Tarot, which is one of my absolute favorite decks. This was created by Jessica Shaw. I think, oh my gosh, I know this is a big deal to confuse these, but I think she's from New Zealand. I don't think it's Australia. I'm so sorry if I'm confusing the 2. I know that that's not cool to do. I obviously didn't research where the artist is from. So what I love about the Pythonic Tarot is that each of these, it took her years to make this from what I understand, and each of these is a painting that she made. For each of the cards, I love this deck. I use it all of the time. There's 2 death cards, so I don't know if we'll come across them, but I have them both in the deck because they're so vastly different. So some of the cards are quite dark. Some of them are a little bit more cheerful, like these 2. There we go. That's one of the death cards. So this death card has a man. The other death card has a woman. So it's so different. Haunted but healed. Death. 2 of chalices. I like that. Oh my gosh. I like that a lot. Okay, let's just pause for a sec and talk about the King of Chalices here. I love this card. I love this card. I think this deck is out of print. I got it maybe 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it's out of print. You can still find it, but it's not nicely priced. Or at least it was when I checked maybe 6 months ago. I got it on sale. I am lucky. And I do use it all the time. I did edge it. I tend to edge my decks. An unedged deck makes me sad, so I take it upon myself here. Now, some of these cards are looking great. I mean, this one obviously doesn't really match, but I like it a lot. I would match these 2 easily. Oh my God, look at that. I would match this deck together. I love this. Medusa. 6 of Cups is way too cheery for Stardusty Secrets. Oh yeah, I didn't shuffle super well, clearly. Princess of Wands, 2 of Crystals. Maybe you're not shuffled either super well. 4 of Chalices. Wallpaper Portal. Strength. The guidebook too is extensive for the Pythonic Tarot. Love it. Oh my God, King of Blades. I'm telling you, this deck, we're not even here to talk about Pythonic Tarot and I can't shut up about it. The Impossible. 8 of Crystals. The Hierophant. Amazing. Like, look at these greens. They look like they're lit from within. If you can create a deck and it looks like there's light coming from inside the card out at you, like, holy shit, you have accomplished something. There's the other death card. Nudity, sorry, trigger warning, or whatever. Nudity, sorry. Death, the Dark Cartographer, and the Knight of Blades. This is beautiful. Love it. See, you get some dark cards. Okay, look, this is a great example. You get some dark cards, you get some bright, colorful, happy cards. It's fun. So I love this. Ace of Chalices, Clue from the Past, 10 of Blades. This is not a pleasant reading. Dark, dark, dark. Sorry, more nudity. I forgot. So I think that's where we'll stop with the Pythonic Tarot. Looks incredible. Love it. The last deck that I am going to pair today with the Ominous Oracle is another classic that I'm sure nobody will be surprised to see that I have. This is the Darkwood Tarot by Sasha Graham. Also, she's working on what seems to be like a vampire deck, and there's no real word of like a release date, but her Instagram does have some of some like sneak peek art. You know, the Lovers is up and it's fantastic. So if anybody knows like anything further about dates or whatever, inquiring minds want to know. So here we go, Darkwood Tarot and the Ominous Oracle. So let's see what happens here. So the art style is going to be very different. This is very cartoon. Oh my God, I should have dug out the horror tarot. Anyway, there's still time. Maybe I will. So here we go. Medicine for Melancholy, High Priestess, and the World. 2 of Pentacles, Reborn Twice, 8 of Cups. I'm pulling these backwards. I don't know why. Strength, the Mad One, and the Tower. So that's so interesting. Again, art styles do not match. Okay, I love this 2 of Cups. There's something so good about this. You don't usually see animals on the Two of Cups, but I love that they're horses. I love that they have red eyes. I think it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This is great. Five of Wands, and you've got these little imps fighting around this mushroom. Super fun, super cute. Ghastly presence. This is so creepy. These top eyes freak me out. They remind me of, oh my God, is it Bill Skarsgård who played the new Pennywise? How his eyes sort of go in like opposite directions. That's what reminds me of those top eyes, and it freaks me right out. I love this Emperor. Again, we're not here to talk about these side decks. Emperor, Chaotic Council, and the Six of Swords. It's great. I think they work. Art does not match, but I think they match. This is cute. The colors are kind of similar here. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Oh my God, the Grey Witch, King of Wands, Four of Wands. So, super cute. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to pair this with the Horror Tarot. So bear with me here while I dig that out. It's not that far. It's literally right behind me. I just have to not be lazy. So a lot of people didn't like the Horror Tarot. I'll just talk to you here while I'm getting it out. A lot of people didn't like the Horror Tarot from what I'm gathering because they feel some of these cards are lazy. It's the same artist, Sasha Graham, and I strongly disagree. Strongly. Sure, some of the cards are a touch pippish, but I used this all throughout Samhain, Halloween. I couldn't put it away. It's so nice. I love it. I don't understand why people beef it. Again, we're not here to talk about this, but like, look at the red border here. It looks worn. It looks like it's been used. I, of course, edged it in red because why not? Look at the backs. Like, this looks like it's been through some stuff. I love that. So nice. I love horror too. So for me, it's just, I'm so sorry. My cats are playing with stuff and they're making so much noise. I hope you cannot hear it. Look at this, the Empress. A monster is coming out of her stomach. It's so messed up. I love this. Knight of Wands, it's a mummy. Super cool. You know what? I'm actually also going to pull out my Nightmare Before Christmas tarot. Also Sasha Graham. Just to see. This might be the best match so far. See how it's pippish? You know, that's what people say. It kind of is. I get it. I see it. Doesn't matter. I still love it. These are 5 different monsters fighting with each other. It's perfect. How is that not perfect? You've still got the crossed hands with the blades. It's perfect. What is not to like? Six of Swords, Paranormal Pathway, the Magician. Judgment, the doll who cursed them all because she passed judgment on them. Nine of Pentacles. I love this. There's a YouTuber, I forget who it was, but there's a YouTuber who said that the Nine of Pentacles is always just a rich bitch in her garden. And so every time I see it, I immediately think of that. And this just makes me chuckle because it's a rich bitch in her dead other world garden. Knight of Cups, who is the Headless Horseman, the Phenomenon, and the Seven of Swords. Fantastic. Try and tell me it's not. You can't. This is perfect. Justice, Blessed Oblivion, Seven of Swords, now the World, Cthulhu. Love it. The Emperor, okay, I love the Emperor card in this deck. This is a vampire. Fantastic. Foggy Bug. There he is. Kermit. 7 of Cups. Amazing. Death. Amazing. I know. Is that the only word I know? Okay, so this is fun. Maybe not with the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. There we go. Let's just leave it at her. Okay, so here we have Death. He's kissing the hand of a maiden. Now she's dead and she's lost and confused, and then finally realizes who she is. She is the corpse bride who was killed on her wedding night. Anyone else a Tim Burton fan? Speaking of, let's switch it up to Jack the Skellington. So let's take out this beautiful horror tarot and pop in the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot. I love this, even though the artist is Sasha Graham. She's not the original artist for Nightmare Before Christmas. I think she did a fantastic job capturing the essence of each character, and it's perfect. So again, the art style does not match at all, but I think we're on theme simply just because look at it. It's the same sort of category. Oh, who doesn't love that scene? Fantastic. Ah, snakes. Fun. Do I recommend this deck? Yes. It's unlike anything I currently have, which I love. I think it's great. I think the guidebook is written super well. I think it's just fun. It's a fun one to look at. I think that's all that I would really pair with this. But I think it could work with anything. I think it could, no, one card. I think it could work with anything. I have half the deck here mixed with my other stuff. Let's zoom back out. But even though the colors are all sort of different on these cards, but not really also, because like, look, you've got the matching color scheme sort of in these 4. There you go. So the color scheme is similar in a lot of the cards, and then you'll get pops of these vivid alternate colors. I just love the story here. I love when decks do this. It's rare. It's not often that you'll see that there's sort of 2 cards that are like one right after the other in the same story. You don't often get that. You do a little bit in the Darkwood Tarot, and there's another one. I don't have it, but Find Your Magic. There's Find Your Magic Tarot. It just came out. There's a couple cards in there that are the same scene or like before and after. There we go. There's another purplish card, mostly black, purplish, mostly black. So there are a lot of repeating colors, which I like. So it's almost monochromatic, but also not quite. And there's 2 sort of in yellow, and the rest are all mixed in with my other decks that I was pairing with here. So this is it. This is my entry into TarotTube. I don't know if I'll make another. I don't even know if this will remain on the internet. I just wanted to show this deck because I know when I was interested in it, there weren't any videos, because I love to watch walkthroughs before I make the purchase, and there weren't any, and now there is. So check it out. Do you like it? Do you want it? What are your thoughts on AI? And I guess the bigger AI question is, are we doomed? I don't know. That is the question. And so that is where I'm going to leave you, and we'll see if there's a next one. Bye.